Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into a big one, the home loan journey. We're going to demystify the whole thing and turn what feels like a super complex path into a clear, step-by-step guide. So, let's jump right in. Buying a home, it's one of the most exciting things you'll ever do. But let's be honest, getting the loan can feel like you're trying to crack some kind of secret code. It's just full of jargon and paperwork and these long, anxious waiting periods. So how do you actually get from finding that perfect place to literally holding the keys in your hand? Well, that's what we're doing today. We are mapping out the entire home loan process so that by the end of this, you'll get every single stage and feel ready to move forward with total confidence. All right, so your journey doesn't kick off with an application form. No, it starts with a conversation. This first phase is all about discovery. It's about understanding your goals, your financial picture, and getting your files set up so that everything that comes next is built on a really solid foundation. Okay, before you even talk numbers, there are a few little housekeeping steps. You'll get a credit guide that just outlines the service, and you'll sign a privacy consent form. Now, this is super important because it's what legally allows a broker to even start working for you. After that, you'll get an invite to a secure client portal, and that's where the real work begins. Now, let's talk about the needs analysis. And listen, this is way more than just some other form to fill out. It is the cornerstone of the entire process. It helps your broker understand your big picture. Are you planning to start a family, invest, travel the world? This makes sure the loan fits your life, not the other way around. With the strategy all mapped out, it's time to build your case. Think of it like you're a detective, but for your own finances. You're gathering all the evidence you need to present a really strong, clear financial story to the lenders. So what are we talking about here? Well, these are the heavy hitters, documents that prove your income, your spending habits, and your savings. And here's a quick tip for you. Getting these together early and just having them organized can speed up your application like you wouldn't believe. Everything just gets uploaded through that same secure portal we just mentioned. And here's a little peek behind the curtain at a really critical compliance step. Before any of your documents get sent to a lender, your broker has to go through and redact or, black out any sensitive info like your tax file number. It's a small detail, but it's mandatory, and it's all about protecting your privacy. Okay, so your file is complete, your financial story is crystal clear. Now, the focus shifts. The broker's job is to sift through hundreds and hundreds of loan products from all these different lenders to find the absolute perfect match for you. And this right here shows you why the best loan isn't always the one with the lowest rate. A broker weighs all the factors. Look, lender A might seem cheaper, but if they're super slow, you could actually risk losing the property. Lender B, on the other hand, might have a slightly higher rate, but comes with great features like a full offset account and gets the deal done way faster. So what does all this mean for you? Well, here in Australia, brokers have what's called a best interest duty. This is a legal requirement forcing them to act in your best interest, not the bank's. So if they ever recommend a loan that isn't the absolute cheapest one, they have to give you a written explanation of exactly why it's the better choice for you, based on what you told them way back in that needs analysis. Once all that research is done, you're not just going to get a phone call. You will receive official documents, a preliminary assessment, and a credit proposal. This is the moment it all starts to feel really real. You'll see the loan they recommend, all the costs, and the reasoning behind it, all laid out for your final sign-off. So, you've looked over the proposal, you've given it the green light, your application is officially in the lender's hands. And now, we wait. This can honestly be the most nerve-wracking part of the whole journey, but let's break down what's actually going on. So while it might feel like a total black box, there is a clear pipeline. After it's submitted, the lender might come back with what they call MIRs. That's just missing information requests. It is completely normal, happens all the time. It just means the bank needs a bit more detail. From there, you get pre-approval to go house hunting before finally you get that all-important unconditional approval. A huge part of a broker's job during this phase is to basically be your shield. They handle all that back and forth with the bank, and crucially, they keep an eye on your pre-approval expiry date to make sure it doesn't run out while you're busy trying to find that perfect home. And then you hear them. The magic words, "You have unconditional approval." The finish line is in sight. This final stage is just a super rapid sequence of events that takes you from being approved all the way to settlement. And this part moves fast. The lender sends out the final loan documents for you to sign. Once they're back, the lender certifies them, your legal team books in the settlement date, and then it's done. The money is transferred and the property is officially 100% yours. Congratulations. You've got the keys, you're moving in, and the biggest part of the journey is done. But is it really the end of the road? A good financial partnership, it shouldn't just stop there. A truly great broker provides ongoing service. They'll schedule a post-settlement health check down the road to review your loan in a year or two. Because look, life changes. You might get a raise, your goals might shift, and your loan should keep up with your journey. So the real question isn't just about getting a loan, but how that loan is going to support your life for years and years to come.